my curious and playful Gemini friend. Hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. Gemini, this week opens with a quiet ache you might not have wanted to name. There's a sense of waiting, but not for anything in particular. Just a lingering pause that hums beneath your daily motions. It's as if something once vivid has dulled at the edges, and you're not sure whether it's boredom, disappointment, or simply the weight of too many thoughts looping through your mind. You find yourself drifting between tasks, present in body but quietly removed in spirit. If someone asked, you might say you're fine, but behind your eyes there's a subtle longing, the kind that doesn't demand attention but persists all the same. Maybe you're searching for a feeling of meaning, or maybe you're tired of searching altogether. The air holds a restlessness, not chaotic but persistent. It's the feeling of watching a familiar movie scene, hoping it will play out differently this time, even though you know every frame by heart. This emotional undercurrent threads through your week, shaping how you see yourself and those around you. In this space you are both observer and participant, aware of your own dissatisfaction, yet unsure what would satisfy you. There is no urgent crisis, only a gentle but persistent sense that something is missing or just beyond reach. Here in this pause your story begins to unfold. You settle into this week with the 4 of Cups quietly at your side, shaping your inner landscape. It's not a mood that shouts. Instead, it's more like a background hum, a subtle withdrawal from the world even as you keep moving through it. There's comfort in the familiar, but also a numbness as if you've been sipping from the same cup for too long. The energy here is not about dramatic loss or heartbreak, but more an emotional flattening, a gentle resistance to what's being offered. Perhaps you notice yourself turning away from invitations, texts left unread, conversations that feel like echoes of old ones, or maybe you find yourself daydreaming at your desk, eyes unfocused, as you drift into memories that seem warmer or more vivid than what's in front of you now. This is not a week of crisis, but of quiet reckoning. There's a comfort in the routine, yet a restlessness that gnaws at the edges. You might sense an opportunity just outside your line of sight, a possibility you can't quite bring yourself to reach for, or maybe don't believe would make a difference. The world offers its small joys, but you're not sure you want them or that they're meant for you. There's a subtle tension between gratitude and dissatisfaction. You know you have reasons to feel content, and yet something in you resists the feeling. That resistance is not stubbornness, but a kind of self-protection. If you let yourself feel hope or excitement, what if it just becomes another letdown? So you hover, emotionally present, but not fully engaged. The quiet ache grows only when you're still, when you let yourself notice it. You might find yourself replaying old conversations, or wondering if you should have taken a different turn somewhere along the way. There's a sense that life is offering you something, maybe even something good, but your hands hesitate, as if waiting for a sign that it's safe to reach out. In this quiet, the world feels both close and far away. You are in the center of your own story, but it feels unfinished, waiting for a spark you can't yet name. This subdued inner state doesn't exist in a vacuum. It gently nudges the direction of your week, coloring every choice and interaction. When you move through your days holding this sense of emotional distance, the world responds. Invitations may feel less appealing, routines may lose their color, and even moments of joy might seem muted. The longing for something more or something different shapes your path, inviting you to look backward as much as forward. As you sit with this feeling, your next steps begin to form, not from a place of urgency, but from the quiet friction between what is and what could be. As the days unfold, the Six of Cups quietly enters the scene, bringing with it a subtle but powerful pressure. This is not the nostalgia that washes over you in a flood, but the gentle pull of memory, a sense that the past is more inviting than the present. You find yourself drawn to familiar places, old songs, or conversations that remind you of an earlier, simpler you. There's both comfort and tension here, the sweetness of recalling a time when things felt lighter, mixed with the ache of knowing you can't return to that place exactly as you were. The real pressure comes from the friction between your longing for the past and the reality you inhabit now. Memories may surface unexpectedly, a scent, a photograph, a familiar laugh. They tug at you, tempting you to retreat into the safety of what's known, even as you sense that life keeps moving forward. People from your past might reappear, or you might notice yourself replaying old dynamics with those around you. The comfort of these moments is undeniable, yet something in you knows that clinging too tightly to nostalgia can stall your growth. There's a slow building momentum here, a gentle insistence that you engage with your memories not to escape, but to understand. The pressures of daily life might feel lighter when you look backward, but the world around you asks for your presence now. Choices present themselves. Do you reach out to someone you've been missing, or do you let the memory stand on its own? Do you bring a bit of your old self into your current life, or do you quietly close that chapter? The path ahead is shaped by small decisions, each influenced by the tug of what's come before. This week, the friction is less about conflict and more about the negotiation between comfort and growth. You're moving through a landscape shaped by the past, but the present keeps calling you back. It's not always easy to answer. The pull to retreat is strong, but so is the quiet urge to see what's possible if you stay open, even just a little, to the unfamiliar. In this dynamic, you find yourself at a crossroads where neither path is wrong, but each offers its own form of tension and release. What unfolds next is not automatic. The potential you sense, however quietly, depends on how you choose to meet this moment. The way you engage with your longing, your memories, and your willingness to be present in the now will shape what becomes possible. If you move through the week on autopilot, the friction between past and present may simply linger. But if you allow yourself to sit with the discomfort, to acknowledge both the sweetness and the ache, something shifts. The door to new possibility creaks open, inviting you to step through, not with certainty but with quiet curiosity. The Nine of Pentacles arrives as a gentle invitation, not a guarantee, and its presence is felt in moments of self-recognition. Here, the possibility is not about achieving something grand or making a dramatic change, but about allowing yourself to feel a quiet satisfaction in the present. Growth in this sense is subtle. It's found in the small acts of caring for yourself, in noticing the richness of your own experience, and in recognizing that you are both shaped by your past and capable of something new. This energy isn't loud. It's more like the soft light at the end of the day when everything looks a little warmer and you realize you're exactly where you need to be, even if just for a moment. There is an invitation to acknowledge your own efforts, the way you've moved through disappointment, the way you've held on to hope even when it felt risky. The potential here is about enjoying what you have, not in a way that ignores your longing, but in a way that lets gratitude and desire exist side by side. You may notice small comforts, a favorite meal, a moment of laughter, a quiet evening where everything feels enough. These are not rewards for hard work, but gentle reminders that fulfillment doesn't always arrive with fanfare. Sometimes it's just the soft exhale after a long day, the knowledge that you are safe, capable, and deserving. Growth this week is less about chasing what's missing and more about letting yourself receive what's already here. When you meet the moment consciously, you discover that contentment is not the absence of longing, but the willingness to let both longing and gratitude shape your experience. It's an invitation to rest in your own company, to trust that you can hold space for both where you've been and where you're going. As the week draws to a close, the threads of all three cards weave together into a quiet but powerful reflection. The Four of Cups reminds you of the importance of acknowledging your own dissatisfaction, not as a flaw, but as a signal that you are ready for something more. The Six of Cups draws you back to the memories that shaped you, offering both comfort and challenge, a chance to honor the past without getting lost in it. The Nine of Pentacles offers a gentle vision of fulfillment, rooted not in escape or ambition, but in presence and self-trust. Together, these energies suggest that your longing is not a problem to be solved, but a companion on your path. The ache you feel is simply the space where new possibility can take root. You are allowed to remember to feel and to hope all at the same time. There is no need to rush toward resolution. Instead, let yourself move slowly, noticing the ways comfort and desire intertwine. The week may not offer grand answers, but it offers something quieter, a sense that you are moving gently toward a deeper sense of self-acceptance. In this space, even the smallest joys become significant. You are not alone in your longing. You are simply human, reaching for meaning in your own time. That is enough. Actionable insights for Gemini this week. Let yourself notice the small comforts that show up today, even if they seem ordinary. Spend a few quiet minutes recalling a positive memory, and then look for one small way to bring that feeling into your present. If you feel restless, try changing one small detail in your daily routine and see how it feels. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I am allowed to feel every part of myself. My memories shape me, but do not limit me. I welcome moments of comfort. No matter how small, I am enough as I am, right here, right now. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.